We love to inspire and reward
billions of business souls
to gamify their life,
to share products and services
they care deeply about.
so they experience
the magical power
of referral marketing.
Welcome to the next episode of the NaXum podcast. I'm Gail, and I'm here with CEO Ben Dixon and sales executive Tamiko Rosas. And today we're going to be talking about another core value of NaXum, and this time it's going to be passionate. So our core value reads, "What we do matters." There are millions of direct salespeople and small business owners around the world that strive daily for a better life. The tools we create allow these men, women, moms, dads, and students to create the life they desire through leveraging technology. Are you ready to change the world? I'm definitely ready to change the world through our marketing seat. So let me hear from our CEO, Ben Dixon, about this core value.
Awesome. Well, I'm excited for Tammy and I to unpack this together today, Gail, because there so many people you have to remember that passion is that thing that helps you on the days when you don't feel like doing what you're doing. We were just talking about it even before this call, is that if you don't know why you're doing what you're doing, right? You don't have and you're not aligned with that why, right? So you don't have a personal passion for why you're doing what you're doing, you won't do it for long. The key to remember, Gabe, is that any measure of success in our world that's meaningful doesn't come from short-term actions. It really doesn't. It's long-term actions over long periods of time. So you meet people and they say, "Oh, I tried that thing for 3 months and it didn't work," or I tried that thing for a year and it didn't work. And it's like, well, what's really funny is when you talk to someone who's been doing it for a decade, who's had all this success, they didn't have a lot of success in the first 3 months, and they didn't have a lot of success in the first year. They didn't really get into their rhythm until much later in the series. And so many people cut themselves short of what's possible in their lives because they don't remember. They're in places where they don't remember why they're doing what they're doing, and don't have the passion. And some of my favorite ways to get there, to like get to the end result of having passion, is to zoom out and look at the contribution of what you're doing means to people around you. One of the things we got through this weekend, I got a chance to go to California to speak at one of our clients' conventions, and there was 150 of their top leaders, in the room sharing stories of how this company's changed their lives and how their customers' lives were changed forever. And this company's an insurance company, right? They're selling insurance, but you would have thought it was a church. They're changing lives and thanking God for all these things that had happened in their lives. And you go through that and you realize, like, wow, these people have passion for what they do because they see how it makes a difference in the world. And so that's the invitation. When you think about being passionate, is to know that if you don't have passion for what you're doing, you better unpack why you're doing what you're doing and connect it to contribution that's meaningful in the world. Tammy, I know this is a big topic for you with some of the work you've done and the book you have and things like that. What would you share today for those that are thinking about how does being passionate even fit into my company's culture?
Yeah, I love being a part of NaXum. So even when I know there is a bit of a curve, even in my seat, that I'm still learning, I understand why I'm doing it. I understand the greater purpose of why I'm doing it. So even on those days that may not feel like I'm creating change or bringing in the beast souls that we need to change their lives, I know that every little day that I work hard, every new person I speak with, every new environment and business that we share our technology with, I know that's the why. I know I get to help change lives from a technology perspective and also from a relationship perspective. We're nurturing, we're growing, we're helping, we're creating abundance for other people. So what I would say is that know your passion, because when you know your passion, and ultimately my passion's always been about helping people, not necessarily the exact job that I'm doing, but how I'm actually creating relationships, how I'm nurturing them, how I'm changing them, how I'm creating new perspectives on something that maybe they weren't fully in on. in regards to, well, I get that. That's why I'm doing it. So as long as I still have the opportunity, my passion's always going to grow no matter where I'm at. But here at NaXum, I have to say, and you've been in this industry for a long time, the culture, the need, the passion, the reason we do things, that's what keeps me going every single day. So wherever you are in the world as a B soul, wherever you are in the world as an internal or external employee, always think about the why. And if that culture is also the right why for you, because that's how you're going to be beyond abundant in whatever hat you end up wearing. That's what I got a lot from being here.
I love that. And it's so fun to think that through, gang, of what that means in your world, is because so much of like if you, it's kind of like we had the Super Bowl here in America yesterday, right? And here's this event that's 4 hours long, and yet you could sum up the plays of the event in 3 minutes if you wanted to, right?
Yeah.
You can show the 15 seconds where this pass went to that guy that went into that scored the points, and you could see
Mm-hmm.
where this kick missed and hit the pole, and where this kick went in, and you could sum up the whole thing in 3 minutes. And so many times in life, we look at the game of life and we say, oh man, look at that person was successful. They closed that deal, and that one over there, and this one over here. And all you're seeing is their 3-minute highlight reel win. And what you're not seeing is the 4 hours of all the rest of the game time.
Yeah.
And you're not seeing the decades of the work that went in to make that person the kind of person who could be who they could be during the game time.
Mm-hmm.
So how do you fuel all that when it's not fun? Because it's not. It's not.
Well, it goes
I
back
mean,
to your passion and your why.
Exactly.
yeah, if you don't know why and you don't have passion for what you're doing, there's no way you're going to be able to put the long-term energy in that it requires to go be the kind of person it takes to do what you need to do in those moments of life. And they are brief. They are short. They're so quick. And we all have these ideas of like what it's going to be like when we accomplish this goal in our life, or what it's going to be like when we do this sale. And gang, it's fast. It's here and gone. And you're on to the next thing so quick, even when the biggest blessings come in your world. And so you got to know that that type of success that you're looking for in your world only comes from passion, so that you can do all the things that suck, because there's a
Yeah.
lot that do to be good at your work and your role and everything else you do. There's a whole bunch of things that are just not fun. Okay, they suck. It's the only word we can use in English to
Yeah.
describe this. It's not a word I normally say, but thinking it through. And if you have passion, you're going to be able to get through the stuff that sucks, so you can get on to the part that we all think like, oh yeah, every day I'm going to have this joyful thing of what I know I want to do in my world. Only if you swim through this part of the lake first, gang.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the part to remember. So
Yeah.
thank you so much. Gail, thanks for having us on today. Back to you. Yeah.
So
Love it.
this episode is so important because there's a lot of misconception going on the internet with short form video saying that when you do something that you love, it's easy or something like that. But the reality, it all boils down to how passionate you are with what you do, because at the end of the day, it all has to be something that resonates with you. What you do should be something that resonates with you. And that's definitely something that we do here at NaXum. So thank you so much for listening. If you want to listen to more episodes of the NaXum podcast, we are available on iHeartRadio, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and Google Podcasts. Thank you so much, everybody. Have a great rest of your day. Bye.
Take care.
Bye for now.